The sinking of the Titanic, how it really happened.
Want everyone to get the most out of their homes. Get started today at Angie.com.
Imagine a future where plastic is not wasted, but instead remade over and over into the things that keep our food fresher, our families safer, and our planet cleaner. To help us get there, America's plastic makers are investing billions of dollars to create innovative products and new recycling technologies for sustainable change. Because when you push for smarter solutions, big things can happen.
I brought in Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein.
Those who tried me felt more energy in just 2 weeks. Here, I'll take that.
Ensure Max Protein. 30 grams protein, 1 gram sugar, 25 vitamins and minerals, and a new fiber blend with a prebiotic.
When you own a small business, every second counts. 120 seconds to add the finishing touches. 900 seconds to arrange the displays. If you're short on time for marketing, Constant Contact's powerful tools can help. You can automate email and SMS messages, so customers get the right message at the right time. Save time marketing with Constant Contact, because all it takes is 30 seconds to make someone stay. Get started today at ConstantContact.com, helping the small stand tall.
Sometimes investing can feel like you're going at it alone, especially when it comes to adding crypto to your portfolio. But it doesn't have to be that way. As the world's largest crypto asset manager, you'll find a lot of people holding Grayscale funds, which means you're investing in good company. Grayscale, crypto investing begins here.
You got better things to do than clean up.
No.
Second.
Hey, wait, come back. Is this normal?
Ask the Chewy Vet team.
How much is too much catnip?
For everything you need and everything you need to know, find it at Chewy.
We all know what it's like to worry, to not know where our dog is gone. Say goodbye to that with Tractive. Follow every step and find your dog in no time. Set virtual fences, monitor their activity, sleep, and get health alerts all in one easy-to-use app with unlimited range and support in over 150 countries. Tractive, the GPS tracker trusted by pet parents worldwide. Save 20% for a limited time.
I'm Martha Stewart, and this is one of my new kittens. Of course, I want to give them the happiest, healthiest life possible, which is why I choose Pretty Litter. We love this litter because it's tough on odor and helps keep tabs on their health by changing color to show high, low, and typical pH levels. Pretty Litter is also low dust. And whether you're a new cat parent or a lifelong cat lover like me, this low-maintenance litter is the game changer. Try it today. Go to prettylitter.com.
I'm Caitlin Polance in Washington, and this is CNN.
And you are looking live at the New York City courthouse, where behind closed doors right now history is being made. Welcome to CNN special coverage. I'm Jake Tapper. Donald Trump's hush money cover-up trial is now underway, making him the very first president in the history of these United States to face a criminal trial. And right now the judge and the prosecutors and Trump's defense attorneys are debating a number of motions, including scheduling and who will be allowed to testify and what evidence can be presented to the jury. The process for selecting that jury is expected to start in just minutes. CNN's Caitlin Collins and Paula Reed are both live outside the courthouse in Manhattan. And Caitlin, you're getting some new details from our teams inside the courtroom about what is unfolding at this exact second.
Yeah, Jake, we're seeing a lot happening behind closed doors, even though technically this hasn't actually started yet because jury selection has not gotten underway. They're still arguing about the other aspects of what is going to be allowed at this case. Key moments that people will obviously remember: the Access Hollywood tape, the judge reiterating that they can't actually play parts of that to the jury, but they will be able to read parts of it. And another effort that the Trump team just tried to make, or that the prosecutors just tried to make, is to introduce evidence of these other allegations against Donald Trump that came out following the Access Hollywood tape and his subsequent denials that we saw on the campaign trail in 2016 in those crucial few days before the actual election got underway. I've got CNN's Paula Reed here with me. And Paula, as we are looking at this, what they're arguing about is they want to be able to play Trump denying this and kind of just crucial few days before the actual election got underway. I've got CNN's Paula Reed here with me. And Paula, as we are looking at this, what they're arguing about is they want to be able to play Trump denying this and kind of just get at that. It seems the overall chaos of what was happening after this Access Hollywood tape came out.
That's right. The judge just determined that he will not allow them to bring in allegations from 3 women who came out after the Access Hollywood tape and accused Trump of sexual assault. The judge said those claims are very prejudicial, and at this point, they're just a rumor, meaning they haven't gone to a court of law and been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. None of these are huge rulings in the grand scheme of this. These are all motions that you really have to handle before you go forward to trial. But what they all speak to is what was happening ahead of the election. And remember, the larger theory of this case is that Trump paid this money through Michael Cohen to Stormy Daniels to suppress news of their affair in the wake of the Access Hollywood tape to help his chances in the November election. So when we're talking about the Access Hollywood tape, or we're talking about these allegations of sexual misconduct, the reason prosecutors want to bring that in is because it helps to bolster their case that this was all done in an effort to help Trump in 2016.
And so basically some of these have been wins for the Trump team and some of these have been wins for the prosecution of what's been happening in the last hour or so that they've been in that room.
Yeah, it's been win some, lose some for both sides so far. But again, these are mostly pretty minor evidentiary issues, but it reminds you just of how much was going on in those months before the election and how that's all going to play out during this case.
And Linda Moreno is also here back with me, and you are an expert at seeing how these juries get selected. You've been a part of this process for a lot of high-profile people, including Elizabeth Holmes, someone our audience will definitely recognize.
What they're going to hear, I think what's important to step back a bit and take a look at what's really going on here from a defense perspective is this is not a referendum. That happens at the ballot box. This is a criminal trial. And those jurors, when they walk in, they take an oath. And experience shows that a lot of times, most of the time, those jurors take it very, very seriously. I can give you the example. Mr. Trump says he can't get a fair trial in Manhattan. Actually, Mr. Smerconish on CNN had a poll just a couple of days ago. 47,000 people voted on the question whether Donald Trump could get a fair trial in Manhattan. 85% said yes, which was pretty stunning. But I wanted to for the Pulse nightclub shooting case, this was a trial where 49 people were killed. And the trial took place a mile from the nightclub itself. And of course, the concern was, can you get a fair trial in that jurisdiction? And the truth was we did, because she was acquitted.
So what would you be asking if you're Trump's team and you're asking these jurors questions, trying to suss out who's going to be favorable to your client, the former president, who is, notorious, regardless of whether you are a supporter of his or a critic of his? How do they suss out what the jury looks like?
I'm not so sure I want to be giving tips and help to either side. But of course, what they're looking for, the most highly opinionated juror is not going to make it. We see that the jurors that do make it onto these high-profile cases are jurors who really are kind of middle of the road.
So if the guy riding behind us in his truck blaring Trump music with derogatory photos of Joe Biden on his truck, he's not going to make it in this jury.
I think that's a cause challenge, what we would say in the profession. He would be stricken. Absolutely. But really, you are looking for those middle-of-the-road people, discerning people. There's literature out there about introverts versus extroverts. And it turns out that introverts, a lot of lawyers don't like introverts because they think they're followers. They're going to follow the strongest person. But it turns out that introverts actually are very discerning.
Well, before we get to that process, we're still watching what's playing out. What's the latest you're hearing, Paula?
Yeah, well, something that has really caught Trump's attention, which is the first mention so far of Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer, former consigliere, who is at the center of this case. Now, prosecutors are talking about the evidence they want to bring in related to the pressure that Cohen was facing not to flip on Trump. Now, our colleagues inside the court, they report that Trump leaned forward to look very closely at his screen as prosecutors read tweets about Cohen from 2018, which the prosecutors say showed Trump telegraphing to Cohen that he needed to stay on message and not cooperate. Now, they're going back and forth about this evidence, and our colleagues say that while this is happening, Trump passed a note to his attorney, Todd Blanche, who looked at it, nodded several times. He's now tapping Blanche on the shoulder, and they're whispering. So Michael Cohen, this issue, of course, he again is at the center of this hush money scheme. He is going to be something that is clearly going to get a reaction out of Trump. This was one of his most loyal advisors and attorneys who has flipped on him and caused him a lot of legal problems, and he will be one of the key witnesses here. A problematic witness, but a witness nonetheless.
Well, and it's fascinating to also hear what you just were reporting from our team inside the room. Trump is in this conversation with Todd Blanche. I mean, Trump is not a typical legal client. I think we all know that. I think his own attorneys and former attorneys, many of them would agree with that. He likes to have a lot of a say in actual strategy on what's happening inside that courtroom. And so one fascinating thing to watch will be how his dynamic with Todd Blanche plays out, because it's not guaranteed how it will go. He's very happy with him right now, but what does it look like as they're actually arguing this? I mean, we've seen Trump try to instruct his legal team in the room to get up and say something to the judge.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any lawyer who's ever represented him or even contemplated it is well aware of what a challenging client he is. But if you talk to sources in and around the Trump legal team, they believe that Trump maybe has learned some lessons from the past 3 civil cases that we covered here in New York about his behavior. So we're getting more updates from our team. I'll let you know as we get them. But it's clear the one thing so far, the one evidentiary issue that caused Trump to bolt up, lean in, look at the screen, and start conversing with his lawyer, Michael Cohen.
Surprising to no one, including Michael Cohen, who knew he would be a big star in this case. Paula Reed will continue with the updates. Linda Moreno, obviously, as we were waiting to see what this jury selection looks like and gets underway, still sorting through what the jury is going to be able to actually hear. Up next, we'll be joined by someone who knows the judge that is overseeing all of this and is going to have a big impact on shaping this trial right after a quick break.
The Source with Caitlin Collins, tonight at 9.
What is the most obnoxious commercial airing right now?
J.G. Wentworth!
Is your shower trying to tell you something? Is getting in and out of the bathtub becoming a safety concern? Are you worried about the cost of a bathroom remodel that could go on for weeks and weeks? Well, now you can have a gorgeous new bath or shower that's safer at a price you can afford with a one-day jacuzzi bath remodel.
It was done the same day. We did not have to wait. It is amazing.
Working with the jacuzzi design consultants, it was a seamless process, and there really is an option for everyone.
I would give this whole experience an A+. I definitely wish I would have called sooner.
Jacuzzi has been making water feel great for more than 65 years. So you know it's a brand you can trust, and their products come with a lifetime warranty for a style you'll love for years to come. Plus, there has never been a better time to buy. We're waiving all installation costs and postponing all payments for up to 1 year. There are so many designs to choose from, including my Christina Preferred collection. Plus, we offer free, personalized, in-home design services to build the bath you've always wanted, right in your own space. And let's talk about accessories. From soft close shower doors and adjustable shower heads to features like grab bars and custom seats that combine safety and style to keep you feeling comfortable and independent for years to come. Plus, cleanup's a breeze with no grimy grout and no scrubbing. It just rinses clean. It's never been easier. Get your free design consultation, schedule your one-day installation, and start loving your new bath or shower right away.
Call or go online right now for